Mirror's Edge Catalyst is a game with a very mixed reception in recent times, with at the time giving the game a 6.8 out of 10 when it first released.
Doom Mirror's Edge's return to fall short. I was so happy this game was being made.
I came into this game fairly blind, so blind in fact, that I didn't realize this game was a reboot of the original Mirror's Edge, until I beat the game, and honestly it makes a lot more sense with that in mind, because most of the characters that appear come out of nowhere. I mean, if it was a sequel there were really only 6 characters including Faith in the previous game, and no one mentioned these people at all. The game also has some questionable changes they made, like adding a skill tree. They also made the game into an open world instead of linear levels. You may be asking what I think of the game. Well, we need to go through the game first. With all that in mind, let's dive into the game. Spoilers and bright lights ahead. Before starting the game you will be forced to make an EA account to play the game. With that done, the first thing to pop up is that online servers are dead. Surely that won't affect the game whatsoever. The game begins with a flashback to Faith as a child, flashing multiple images ending with a PNG jump scare. The game takes place in the dystopian, futuristic city of glass, governed by a totalitarian corporatocracy, waking us up in a glass prison made by a man named Kruger, a name that we will be all too familiar with as the game progresses. An officer comes to escort us out, because our prison sentence is over.
Last day, huh? I thought we'd keep you here forever, Leech.
Work is rewarded.
Maybe you'd like another 3 months.
Laziness punished.
It would be so easy.
Personal freedom comes at a
Come
price.
on, let's go.
Upon release, you must seek immediate employment and will be monitored through your grid link.
Faith now on the grid link, which is pretty much a Discord status that lets KSEC, the security of the city, to monitor everyone in the city.
If you do not find employment within 14 days, you'll be relocated to a Greenland facility. Do you understand?
A gamer's worst nightmare.
Life! That shall be your quest today!
Or be sent to Greylands. The last thing the guard tells us is that
Dogen sends his best.
whatever that means, setting us free into the open world. I mean, it would if you weren't forced into an infinite loading screen, because the game needs to connect to the online servers, even when you play offline. You may be saying, okay, just play the game online, no big deal. The problem is EA shut down the servers, making the game unplayable before breaking your PCS and refunding the game. I have a solution to this problem. On PC, all you need to do is open EA on your PC and click the 3 bars on the top left and go into offline mode. Then all you need to do is open the game again, and it should work. If not, before entering a bus that leads to your new dead-end job, a random stranger calls out to you to follow them. With nothing better to do, we follow him.
I'm Icarus. Noah sent me.
Oh? You could be anyone.
Well, you'll just have to trust me. Here, take this. I want to get off the streets.
A beat link? But...
Put it on. We need to get you connected and calibrated. I know Noah's eager to talk to you.
Runners are messengers and delivery runners for people wanting to have things off the grid, commonly dressed in red, black, grey, and white. He hands us a beat link to calibrate our grid link. Now fully in the grid link, we get it with the least intrusive ads on the planet.
what the employees see all the time?
Yeah, I guess you're not reformed enough to enjoy it.
I'm not reformed at all.
There you go.
Until we put on an ad blocker getting us off the grid, triggering an alarm to KSEC to remove the ad blocker by knocking us out. Not wanting to be sent to the Greyland, we start running, agreeing to meet up later with Icarus.
Get up there. KSEC will catch us both if we stick around.
We get to use the movement of this game. The movement is very responsive, and the animations and sound design really sells the speed and intensity of the parkour. All of this helps you to get into the zone, where you are seamlessly going through buildings at maximum speed. Don't really know how else to describe the movement. Other than that, I enjoy it.
Faith, are you there?
Noah?
While on the run, we hear a familiar voice, Noah, telling us to head to an old warehouse. But before we can enter, we are stopped by a Kruger Sec Guardian. now that he is gone.
I made it inside. Can someone tell me what the hell is going on?
They were gonna send you to a Greyland food dome, Faith. We had to get you now. Cutting your grid link makes you a fugitive, but we planned for this. Follow the runner echo through the warehouse. Icarus will meet up with you on the other side. By then, you should be in the clear. If you can make it through that old place, time to see if the fabled Faith is all that she's made out to be.
Inside the warehouse, Noah tells us they were going to send us to a Greyland food dome, where we would waste the rest of our lives. Still, it's better than being directly sent into the Greylands, because it's an unlivable wasteland from years of climate change and countless wars.
Phoenix Carpenter? Yeah, Dogan set her up with a fake grid print when they took her. I transferred it to her beat-link as insurance. Might come in handy later.
Noah warns us that KSEC has gotten much stricter with their security.
I asked nicely. They wouldn't step aside.
And now they know you came this way.
Like I had a choice.
Sure, we need to clear out. Better take a different route to the Everdine Tower. We'll split up again, keep them confused. Can you make it across to those pipes?
Of course.
Good. Your beeling should be calibrated by now and your runner's vision working. Just follow the red, and I'll meet you at the tower. Let's go.
I think I lost them.
You did, for now. Seems 2 years in prison only made you better at this. Get to Orion.
For you, anyway. When did you join the Cabal?
About a year ago.
Well, I grew up with them. So how about you cut me some damn slack?
You also got caught and caused a whole lot of trouble for Noah.
You don't know what happened.
I know enough, and I know that I'm faster and safer than you.
Faith, are you at Orion yet?
I'm here. It's a bit crowded with new guy and his ego.
Knock it off, both of you. Look, we are out of options. The only way out is through the Everdine Tower. And with Kasich there, you're gonna have to fight them. Icarus, upload the combat mod to Faith's beat-link.
All right, done.
Good. Faith, use the mod to freshen up your fighting skills before you go on. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but looks like we don't have any choice.
Don't worry, Noah. I can do it.
Combat, oh boy, the worst part of the previous game. Bold move to keep it, but let's see what we have. Faith is able to do some basic light and heavy attacks, with heavy attacks having directional attacks to have enemies collide with objects or people. The last attack you can do are traversal attacks. These are performed by using the environment to your advantage. For example, jumping off a zipline to make your kick hit harder. Now you might be saying, that doesn't sound too bad, and you're right. The problem tends to be that directional attacks are insanely strong, rendering the other options completely pointless, because it instantly kills enemies by pushing them off rails or allowing you to play dominoes with the enemies. Light attacks are actually useless because enemies can just stop you mid-light attack. Going through the rest of the area, taking out all the guards in front of our path, we encounter a shadowy figure.
Are they supposed to walk like that?
That's a negative control. No visual. She couldn't have survived that.
Faith, don't move.
No vitals? She's dead. Let the cleanup crew dig up the body. I got better things to do. Yeah, she took out all of them. Send an EMT too while you're at it. I'm done here.
Now that KSEC thinks we died, we can finally head back home. Now with the tutorial over, there is one thing I have to get off my chest. I hate that every time you enter and exit a cutscene, the game flashbangs you. Surprisingly, getting flashbanged for the entire game absolutely kills my eyes. It's like, oh boy, I can't wait to have my eyes obliterated from all these flashbangs. Now home, we finally reunite with Noah, a retired runner acting as a mentor figure for new runners and communicating with runners on the job.
So Noah, what's the beat?
I heard some runner got out of juvie today.
I heard she's eager to run.
She's been gone a long time.
I also heard she's sorry.
Maybe she learned something while she was away.
Maybe. I'm so sorry.
You look older. Screw you.
Nice place you got here.
Yeah.
Mind if I stay a while?
I was hoping you would.
And about that run?
Go talk to Birdman. He'll put you through your paces.
New guy. Seems a bit uptight.
Hey, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a good kid. He runs better than anyone.
Than anyone?
Go talk to Birdman, and we'll see. All right? I'll be here.
Dogan sent me a greeting.
Yeah. We'll deal with him in time. All right? Now go. Astound me.
By the way, Faith, there's a package waiting for you. I think you'll like what's inside.
A skill tree that's interesting to see. Wonder what we can get.
What? It's just an ordinary
Skill tree that...
Oh my goodness!
Half of the skill tree is already completed for movement. Might as well delete them at that point. Another big thing is that most of the combat skill tree is just numbers going up on enemies' attacks and health. Not very exciting. But since we have it by climb efficiency and the roll as early as you can, trust me, it will drastically improve the game and make time trials much easier. With the GPS board we start heading to Birdman until stopped by a henchwoman.
There you are. What do you want? Oh, just to look at you. Well, you're still in one piece. Dogan expects prompt payment, you know.
And he'll get it.
Yes. Yes, he will. Now run along.
It seems like getting that fake name was much more of a monumental task and makes you wonder what Kasek would have done if they knew Faith escaped.
Oh, whoa.
Dogan must also have a ton of power in the city to be able to create a fake Beetle Inc.
So my best friend is out of prison and she doesn't even come to visit?
You know what, who cares about Birdman when we can hang out with Nomad?
Don't fall off.
There she is, in the flesh.
In my clothes, even. Thanks for looking after them. How have you been?
Well, you know, living, surviving. I missed you.
Don't gush. So what do you need help with?
It's the Outcast in Greylands. They're setting up a comm system to warn about Kasek raids, but they need control chips, which can be found in all comm relay boxes.
Control chips? Relay boxes. Okay.
By ripping those chips, you mess things up for Allcom and help the Outcast at the same time. Can you do it?
Sure. You know me. Always helping those in need.
You can play indifferent, but I know why you got locked up.
Yeah, I was stupid. Where can I find these boxes?
Not far from here. I'll mark them for you.
Okay, on it.
Nomad introduces us to one of the main collectibles chips. They give 10 EXP. Oh look, another. New enemy. He has a baton and has a little more health than a Kasek guard. He is also the most common enemy in the game. I hope you enjoy fighting them because there are not many enemies left.
By the way, did you talk to Dogan yet? Rumor has it you owe him a lot of script for what you did.
Not yet.
Well,
Who
I'm sure you can
are
work
these
something
people?
out. And if not, I'll come with you when you go into exile. We'll own the Greylands.
After collecting enough chips we deliver all of them at a dead drop, going through multiple guards to deliver them. Look at that, another Force tutorial. I'm not going to lie, the Force tutorials in this game are very tedious because you have to complete them exactly how the game wants, or else you are forced to wait in a 10-second loading screen to retry them. This part took me 5 minutes because I forgot how to perform light traversal attacks. With the delivery done, we meet up with Birdman.
Easy there. Leave my door alone. Patience never was your virtue, Faith.
Thought you were taking a nap. Isn't that what old people do?
Careful with that mouth, girl. I guess 2 years of peace and quiet is all I get.
Yeah, I missed you too.
Noah wanted me to test you. I told him I'd do no such thing. But I have a dash for you. Enough to test yourself.
So that's good.
I already fed you, Calliope. Get off of me. Damn rats with wings. Never leave me alone. But they have their uses.
Patience never was your virtue.
True. That's why I can smell my own. Now off with you. Show them other runners that you've got your uses too. It's good to have you back, girl.
I'm starting to notice a trend with these main missions. They all seem to be introducing side content that unlock after completing the mission and collectibles. If I'm not getting into much detail for missions, it's because it will become a side mission and I will talk about all the side missions and open world content in its own section.
Hey Faith, I need your help. We just barely repelled a Kruger-Sec attack on the beat. A lot of data got scattered all over the city, and now it's leaking through the grid. Please tap into any leaks you see, and we'll get that data reassembled.
More EXP, I'll take it. Proving that we are still in peak condition, we go to Noah to start working again.
It's time to show you who's the new boss. Boom.
Thanks, that's exactly what I did.
Yeah. No! Why?
Yeah, everything moves ahead.
Am I interrupting something?
No, we're done. I won.
Oh my goodness. This game has no damn logic.
You'll get used to it. Faith used to beat me all the time.
Still could. You had a run for me?
I do. On. On. Elysium Labs. High profile data grab. Very good script.
An Elysium data grab? You think she's ready?
How about you get off my case?
You're going with her.
I can take care of myself just fine, Noah.
Like last time? You go in alone, but I want Icarus on watch.
Like last time?
They are very protective about this data. So there's no margin for error, you understand?
And so what do I get for babysitting,
A third of the script. Or I give it to Aisha and Caleb. Your call.
All right. I'll see you there, Faith. Oh, and don't get lost.
Go. You don't want him to beat you there?
Found an open window for you. Easy way inside.
That doesn't sound right. Is their security really that lax?
Who knows? Want to aboard? I'd be more comfortable going in myself anyway.
What is that supposed to mean?
That you have a rep is all. But go ahead. Prove it wrong. Make us some script.
Script is just a fancy word for data for those not in the know.
And let Faith do hers. Already doing it. I prepped the lines of the window for you, Faith. Just slide across.
Surely not a bad sign.
I sent the request 3 days ago, Mr. Kruger.
It will lead things to anything else?
Actually, yes. Yesterday I happened on a project subhash referring to something called Kingdom. And some of the ethical implications of what I found were troubling.
What goes on in Kingdom is no concern of yours more than that.
Listen, I was promised full oversight, and from what I can see, their research pertains to what we do.
If you found
This run has instantly turned upside down, because the most important person in the city showed up out of nowhere. Gabriel Kruger pretty much owns the entire city, meaning one wrong move, and the entire city will be after us.
At the terminal. Firing the shotgun.
Good. Successful grab confirmed.
No, there's someone else here. Doesn't look like a runner.
Faith, just get out of there.
Sorry, but I'm gonna check it out.
Of course you are. I'll just sit here then, hoping you get out in one piece.
Oh, a suspicious individual. Surely nothing will go wrong following him.
This area is different. What are they doing here?
Faith, what's your data? Any contact here? If you can't talk, try to click. Try to exit.
results we're seeing from every facility.
That's good to hear, Mr. Kruger. We've been... What the... There.
Director Mira, activate the alarm. Deal with him.
This is Director Mira. We have a code blue. Dr. Hill is dead. What? What do you mean we're locked down?
Wait! I need him alive. What was that in his hand?
Cyanide.
What a waste. Where's that thing? Stop her!
Faith, are you there?
Time to run.
Later, I need an exit.
Just get out and...
He shoots you. The enemies don't really have that much depth. They all pretty much have one main attack, and a get off me tool.
Faith, just try to get out. Fight if you have to, but get out of there. Icarus, see what you can do to help. I'm on it. Faith, I see you. Get down to the floor below and I'll shoot you a line. Line out! Get out of there! She's out, Noah. If I hadn't been there... Good. Both of you get back here. Stay out of sight of the peatholes. The whole city's on alert. The grid is on fire. Whatever you did really stirred the nest, Faith.
Hopefully the intel we stole is worth all this trouble.
What the hell, Faith?
It's good to see you too.
If you keep this up, I swear you'll be dead in a month.
All's well that ends well. I got this.
This isn't from here.
Neither was the guy who had it. He died for it. Could be worth enough to solve things with Dogen.
Yeah, or enough to see us dead. Anything having to do with Gabriel Kruger, we need to stay miles away from. I'm inclined to send it back to him. Did Kruger see you?
You saw someone. Too dark to see much at all. Look, I thought that this would be a
No,
good
you
thing.
didn't think, Faith. You never do. But I need to figure out what to do with this. In the meantime, try not to get yourself killed, okay? I already lost you once.
Fear not, I'm back. Kruger Sec's gone. Thank you. Would be nice.
I'm gonna get some sleep.
That if we don't stop them now, the corporations will rule our lives. I said step back!
Asleep, the flashback becomes clearer, showing us a peaceful protest against the corporations that Faith's whole family participated in. Weird to bring your whole family when anything can go wrong, but okay. During a small scuffle between a protester and K-Sec, K-Sec starts attacking the protesters, and in the chaos, Faith and her sister get separated from their parents. One of the K-Sec guards opens a door for Faith and her sister to stay safe in the chaos. Standing on top of a box, Faith looks through a window to see her parents held at gunpoint by K-Sec, saying that they should have cooperated, hitting them with the Fortnite Vic Roy, with the flashback ending with the same PNG jump scare.
Faith, I got just the thing for you.
Nomad? Where are you?
I got my hands on a glitch mod, which should work with your beat link. I've sent you a copy. You can use it to get through the fans at Zephyr. Try it out and come meet me. We have a situation.
With that in tow, we can now unlock more of the open world. Yippee. Nomad tells us, since our encounter with Gabriel Kruger, he has started setting up antennas to alert them on runner activities.
Yeah, count one for the good guys. In case I is sending reinforcements, you should clear out fast.
Time to skedaddle.
There you are.
What's the beat?
Buzzing with the news that you're back, apparently. But I want to talk about this. If you're going to use it for leverage with Dogen, we need to figure out what it is. I have a contact in Anchor who's a wizard with gridware. Name is Plastic. Take the drive there.
Plastic?
Yeah. Well, Plastic can be a bit, well, never mind. Go there and we'll see what comes out of it.
Before we can meet Plastic, we need some more gear to reach her. A grappling hook hold up is peak incoming. That's it, you can't do anything until the game lets you press space to get on and off. Because on your life I'm pressing space to get off early, and the game only lets you when you reach maximum height for the swing. Having the ability to time your swings using the momentum from your grapple makes it much better than a glorified cutscene. I wasn't expecting it to be like Spider-Man swinging, but being able to get off would make it more engaging.
Faith, here to see Plastic?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Almost killed you. Sorry. Come in. So your Faith, what do you want?
Could you tell me what this is? What's on it?
Sure. Foreign.
Yeah, I found it.
Not a question. Shut up, Kuma. Don't mind him. I'm making him smarter. Cryptid? Omnistat Milgrave? Ooh, I bet they want it back.
Yeah, well,
Not a question. When do you need the data by?
I was hoping today.
It'll take at least a month just to crack the surface layer.
Anything I can do?
Hook me up to a grid node. Or wait a month.
A grid node it is. What do I do?
It's enough if I get access to the Allcom gateway. I can remote it from there.
On it.
On the way to Allcom Gateway, Plastic explains that Gabriel Kruger has been increasing security all over Glass the past couple of days, and the man in black was from Amistad, a rival nation, sent to retrieve the hard drive we stole. If we unlock this hard drive, we can finally pay off Dugan, the most dangerous person in the city for us, because Noah is really worried about paying him off. Taking out the guards of Allcom, Plastic starts to hack into their system, sending the whole building into lockdown. Oh, an elevator we can just leave through. There should be easy enough. The shock protectors are the worst enemies in the game. They have giant hitboxes on account of their futuristic boxing gloves that send energy waves to hit you. This makes it pretty much granted that you get hit. Because of how disjointed their attack is, makes it worse, since there are usually 2 of them anytime you encounter them, and they have massive health bars compared to every other enemy. That is all the enemies in the game. There are only 4 of them that we fight, technically 5, but we'll get to him.
Alright, the room is open and I'm done. We should get going to the grid node.
So I was right.
I never said you weren't. I thought I could control the grid node through Allcom, but the firewall wouldn't allow it.
She should be here.
Who is he going to fight?
I'm out.
Good. The grid node is not too far from where you are.
Inside the grid node, we avoid all the sensors and climb all the way up, connecting Plastic. That was easy. We just need to wait for Plastic to unlock the hard drive. Well, time to wait for something to happen.
Big explosion over here!
Oh.
Well, looks like someone else really hates the conglomerates to blow up a mall filled with employees, just to get back at them.
Well, they wouldn't blame it on me, right? Yes, they would.
You started this.
Get your ego out of this, Noah.
What the hell are you even talking about? Nice job on the bobble, by the way. Winning the employees, huh? You're a damn psychopath, Rebecca. You always were.
Let me tell you something. If you ever took a stance on anything, Noah, I might care about your opinion.
Devastation.
Contact me when you come to your senses. That is, if it happens before Kruger catches up to you. Faith, you've grown. Barely out of prison and already stirring things up. Your parents would be proud.
They were talking about Elysium. Whatever it was you stole from there.
Who was that?
Rebecca Thane.
The leader of Black November. She knew my parents.
Yeah, we were all part of the same group before. Anyway, Rebecca was always a breed apart. She thinks she can change the world by blowing it up. Faith, she wanted the Omnistat drive. The blueprint on it.
Why not give it to her?
Because in her own way, she's as dangerous as Gabriel Kruger. Reflection's obviously more than the conglomerate will admit, and I have a feeling Rebecca should be kept away from it.
Good, because I was going to offer it to Dogan.
I tell you well, didn't I? Not to take sides.
I do take sides. Our side. See ya.
Faith.
What?
Never mind. I'll see you soon.
Black November is a resistance group led by Rebecca Thane. She used to be a protest leader against the conglomerates until the November riots happened. The following riots lead to countless protesters dying, leading to the conglomerates taking over the city. This led Rebecca to do whatever she could. She always tried to avoid civilian casualties when possible. But it seems like Black November is getting more extreme as Kruger clamps down on them. But before anything else, we need to talk to Dugan before he becomes angry.
I'm sorry, I should have come sooner.
Far be it from me to judge. It's not like you owe me anything.
Look, about that, I've got something to square my debt with.
Don't be crude. I haven't seen you in 2 years and already you're talking about debt. Come. Machines make perfect food. But perfection is boring. It's the imperfections that truly make something unique.
That is true.
And so I like to occasionally introduce a human touch. A little imperfection.
You still have it. I thought
I'd get rid of it. I almost did. You made me very angry, Faith. One could almost say it's your specialty, considering the extent to which you've recently aggrieved Mr. Kruger. He is out for runner blood. Whatever it is you stole from him must be very valuable.
it's the blueprint for reflection.
Ah, then you have it with you.
Not right now, but...
Then we will discuss your debt when you do. In the meantime, I believe a show of good faith is in order. Pardon the pun. Anansi have been remiss with their payments. A little human touch should set them straight.
All right, I get it. What do you need?
Go to the Anansi Emporium. I will update you along the way.
Oh, an upgrade. Well, what could this be? It's the same thing as the grappling hook. Dugan is still on good terms with us after the failed run we performed for him. Strange that he would use so much power when we haven't proven any value to him as a runner. Failing 3 runs for him with the last one almost sending us to the Greylands. He clearly benefits from this. But what does he want from us? Or what did he get?
That reflection intrigues me. The family certainly spare no expense in promoting it. And yet no one will say what it actually is. Don't you want to become the grid, Dugan? I prefer to access the grid on my terms, Noah. The employees are already grid-linked. I wonder what reflection will add.
Reaching the tower, Dugan explains that he wants to destroy the building. before it gets constructed by using the giant stabilizer at the top of the building.
If anything happens to her, Dobin, we'll go berserk, I'm sure. We've had this discussion once already.
What discussion? When?
No, I didn't tell you. 2 years ago, he came here after you were taken. Made quite an impression.
No,
Whoa.
you didn't tell me.
Runners look after their own.
With all the support staff.
Well,
Well, hopeful that didn't kill anyone. Time to leave before Kasek shows up.
Faith, Icarus has gone missing and I can't reach him on the beat.
Why is this my problem?
Do I really have to explain that to you?
No. Sorry.
Good. I'm sending you his last known location. Please go and see what you can
Icarus is gone. Hope he didn't fly too close to the sun.
You sure are a sight for sore eyes, Faith.
What happened here?
Don't ask. And
You know what, Icarus? I will ask. How did you get trapped here? Because unless you triggered an alarm that closes the door behind you, to me it seems you fell into a trap to lure someone. Well, what can I do?
those cables should lead you to the switch. I'll owe you one.
Sure. Don't go anywhere.
Funny.
Turning off the power, we head back up to Icarus only to hear Noah radio that the lair is being raided by Kugasek.
Runners, stay awake. Sek is ready to... Noah, hang in there. We're coming. Damn it. I never thought they'd go this far. We have to hurry.
There's no way anyone left a trail to the lair. Everyone has been on high alert since the bombing of the mall. The only explanation could be that Noah sold the lair's location to Dugan to keep us from the Greylands. I mean, Noah would do anything for us, and the only thing he has left to offer is the lair's location. They must have made an insane deal for the location of Noah's lair for Dugan to agree.
Icarus? Everyone's gone.
There's lots of Kasek outside. Faith, I see body bags.
You there, Icarus?
I see it. Kasek bastards. What do we do?
We have to stop them.
I'm there.
somehow.
A forced fighting section, oh boy, my favorite. Now that they're all gone, what now? Sentinel is the last enemy of the game, and is technically a mini-boss. He has two basic punch attacks. One of them forces you to roll backwards, and he has a ton of health. Now with all the enemies introduced, what do I think about them? The main difference really is the amount of health, and how big their attacks are. All of the enemies work for the combat, but they don't make the combat any more engaging. Because you use the same attacks on all of them, I feel the combat would work better if certain attacks did more damage to certain enemies, to encourage the usage of the other attacks, because there is no reason to use light attacks really. Ideally there would have been no combat or a tiny amount of it. Hopefully they improve on this in the sequel.
Anyway.
I figured we could ask some questions. I don't know anything.
What did you do to our friends?
Our orders were to capture them, but they resisted.
What did you do?
We had to shoot. They wouldn't submit, especially the old guy.
Run, I'll meet you later.
Losing the drone in a safe house, Icarus suggests that we meet at downtown south.
Gang leader killed? Icarus, are you seeing this?
I see it. They killed him. The bastards killed him.
Okay, well,
Damn it. We need to disappear, Faith. I talked to Rebecca Thane, and she's offering us sanctuary.
No.
They just gave me choosers. We have nowhere else to go.
Noah didn't trust Rebecca.
I trust her to hide us, at least. She hates Kruger, too.
Fine. We'll go. but I'm not staying long.
Only until this whole thing blows over. I'll send you the location. Stay off the beat until we're there.
So this is why he wanted to meet up, so we can stay with Rebecca. Honestly though, we have nowhere else to go, but with how destructive she has been lately, hopefully they don't raid Black November soon.
Down here.
I've seen the news. Faith, I'm sorry.
No need to pretend.
No, but I am. Look, Noah and I may not have seen eye to eye, but I did respect him. And your parents.
Noah said you were part of the same group.
Yes. We were. Till I realized that there's no peaceful way we can rid ourselves of the conglomerate and the families behind it. We've got to destroy it. Using every weapon at our disposal.
I know what you think, but you're wrong. I don't have it.
Yeah. See, I think you do. And that's why Krugersek is hunting you, and why they killed Noah.
Back off!
Look, I'm sheltering you for now, but don't take my hospitality for granted. At some point, I'm gonna ask you to step up or step out.
That's enough, Rebecca. You've made your point.
Look, all I'm saying is this. You're no longer neutral, Faith. Just get some rest. I'm sure you'll understand in time. Tristan will show you your quarters. We'll talk again, soon.
No right!
Don't touch him!
Erica! Shoot him. Who's that in the window? The damn kid. Get her.
It's a cat. That's me. Where's Mommy? I want Mommy. Faith, I can't breathe. Cat! Wake up! We gotta go! Cat.
This one is dead. Report it in. Go after the other one.
Rebecca may have a point. The conglomerate has consistently taken advantage of people for more power, killing anyone that opposes their control and even people that are not involved. Helping Rebecca could finally free us from this constant oppression. We should hear her out.
I wanted to give you some rest, but things are becoming a bit hairy around here. And we all need to pull our weight.
Krugersek?
They're moving into the tunnels, setting up some new type of stationary sentry drone. They're getting way too close for comfort, and those sentry drones need to be dealt with before they're activated, or we'll be unable to move around.
I can help.
I expected no less. Icarus is already out there, and again, the drones are not active yet, so they shouldn't pose any danger. But watch out for Krugersek patrols.
On my way. Send me the locations.
I will. Do this, and we can all breathe a little easier.
In the process of removing the sentry drones, Rebecca explains her ideology on midcast. They have been too complacent with the conglomerate's abuse of power, which makes them just as bad as avid supporters in Rebecca's eyes.
I'm destroying the final sentry drone now.
Destroying all the drones, we head back to Rebecca for another mission.
But most importantly, one in the center. Yeah, we need an explosion there. That explosion will be our lure. That ought to keep them scrambling. Faith, good to see you. You're gonna want in on this.
I know her. She led the raid.
Yes, we don't have much on her other than that she's a high-ranking Krugersek officer. And our target for today.
I'm not an assassin. Count me out.
We're not killing her. We're grabbing her to trade for prisoners.
We should do this, Faith. Payback for the lair.
Sure. What's the plan?
Krugersek is going to receive intel detailing the location of someone they want very much. Me. She's going to lead the strike team and walk right into our ambush. I need you and Icarus to clear our escape routes.
We'll handle that.
Yeah, well, Until we can strike a tangible blow, we don't have much else we can do.
I'm not sure you can ever win this way, Rebecca.
And I'm not sure your opinion matters yet. Let's get going.
Rebecca so far has been a better leader than Noah. She is actively taking steps to weaken Kruger's control over the city. Have all of her plans been reasonable? Maybe not, but it's something.
I had Tristan get you an upgrade for your mag.
Oh?
It's on the table. You'll need it to get around.
Upgrade for the grappling hook. Let's hear my initial reaction.
Oh.
The upgrade only serves to slow you down, because you're forced into a pulling animation to pull an object. I'm surprised they didn't add the ability to grapple enemies, because it would be a perfect way to expand the combat. It would allow you to bring enemies near ledges, to kick them off or into each other. It would also allow you to isolate enemies from the crowd and close the distance between enemies. What could have been? But we still have to disable these sentries for the ambush group. While clearing the first half of Group A, Rebecca's team manages to secure the target. A problem arises when arriving at the second terminal, that it has been blocked off. Icarus quickly comes up with a plan to drop steel beams to destroy the sentry drones. The plan went perfect, no one was seriously injured, and K-Sec still has no lock on the base. Time to extract some info out of our new friend.
So, there's a fighter in you after all. I was afraid you'd chosen the path of your parents. Don't get me wrong, they meant well. It's just that the world wasn't ready for their ideals. And still isn't.
I want to talk to her.
I expected you would. We grabbed quite a prize.
What do you mean?
It's all over the news. That's Isabel Kruger. Gabriel Kruger's daughter.
Come to interrogate me some more?
She put 4 of my people in the infirmary. We know who you are.
Then I suggest you let me go.
Maybe. Alive or dead depends upon what your father offers in return.
I can't imagine Kruger caring for anyone.
You were at Elysium?
And you murdered my friends.
They were leeches. You all are.
And you're just a tool. A broken one. I've seen enough.
We'll let her stew for a while, and you and I should talk later, Faith.
Isabel Kruger is not holding up very well. She's coughing up a storm. Interesting that she recognizes the name Faith. Wonder why that is.
Just saw they put up one of those antennas right next to the lake.
They really don't want us to use our lair. Let me just remove that really quick.
For you free of charge. From what I can gather, the news of Noah's unfortunate demise has been greatly exaggerated.
What?
No?
I can't confirm it. And if he is alive, Kruger-Sec probably sent him to the Greylands. But I'm sure industrious young women such as yourself will have no trouble uncovering his whereabouts.
I might have a way.
Just what I thought. And when you're done with your inquiries, I'm ready to make a deal for the blueprint.
Duagin calls us to say that K-Sec is lying about Noah's death, and that this information is free of charge. That is extremely suspect, but we do know someone who has tons of info on the conglomerate.
You again.
Disappointed?
I don't care either way. You'll be dead soon. My father will have this place razed to the ground.
Anything for his beautiful daughter, right? I'm sure you'll make a fine exec someday.
Whatever. What do you want?
My friends. I know they're not all dead.
Well, they might as well be. You'll never see them again.
Where are they?
Why didn't you ask my father? I knew he's eager to speak to you.
I'm sure he is, but I'm asking you. If the information holds up, I'll get you out of here.
I don't know where they are. And the records can only be accessed through the Kruger-Sec mainframe. Good luck with that.
Luck's my thing. Plastic, can you help me break into K-Sec HQ? I need access to the mainframe.
K-Sec HQ? You mean the dogs? Sure.
Then let's do it.
Looks like we'll need to go through the rich sector of glass to reach Kruger-Sec's mainframe.
Where are you?
I got news about Noah. He might still be alive.
What? How? When?
I'm checking the info now.
Great, keep me posted. And I think it's time we left Black November. Rebecca's getting scarier by the day. I heard she had a traitor shot over at the conduit the other day. And I think Isabel Kruger might be next. I don't want to be part of that.
Yeah, we'll leave.
What does traitor mean for Rebecca?
Did you know that reflection is a fluid that you inject? It's full of nanites that merge with your body. It connects you to the grid permanently. I guess that's what they mean about become the grid. Once it's calibrated, it can also regulate your health and stress levels. Can't people do that on their own?
No wonder why Gabriel Kruger wants reflection back. If everyone was permanently connected to the grid, they wouldn't have to worry about any uprisings from the employees. Hard to fight back when they decide what you feel. Don't mind me.
I feel a bit exposed here, Plastic.
On the way to Big Down, we hear some gossip.
Nothing planned. Why? Not expecting coffee.
I was thinking maybe you would like a drink. Or just coffee or whatever.
Are you asking me out?
I guess I am.
You should connect to one of the priority switches. Then I can take it from there.
In the Big Dog, we connect into one of the priority switches.
Always am.
Okay. I have access. Wow. Let me see. Prisoner data. There. Got it. And there. We're noticed. Get out.
Wait, one more thing. Grab anything you can find about Isabel Kruger.
Searching. And there. Done.
That was an easy extraction. Time to get out of here. Are you kidding me?
Let me in. Let me in.
Did I really get soft locked? Let me reset.
I'm at the lobby.
No. The train is just leaving. You'll have to wait for the next one.
Well, time to wait.
Faith, there's a utility access way up ahead. I'll slow the train down so you can get off.
Anything on Noah on those records?
There is. He's been sent to a place called Kingdom. Nothing on where that is, though.
I might have a way to find out.
Okay, I'll check up on Isabel Kruger next.
Thanks, Plastic. Talk soon.
Faith, I'm not in the mood. Do you have the blueprint?
No. And I need a favor.
And a new home, from what I hear. Do you also find it mystifying that I keep on giving and get nothing in return?
Please. I need to find a facility called Kingdom. Noah's being held there.
Kingdom. The conglomerate's dirty little secret.
Do you know where it is? I'll run for you. 5 years, no questions asked. 10 years. 20.
You won't live that long. Go to rezoning and dig your way down. That's where you'll find Kingdom.
Thank you.
Looks like Dugan feels bad for betraying us, or he could be leading us straight into a trap with Noah being the bait. That will make us come running. Nothing else we really can do. And if he is alive, we are the only one that can save him.
Finally! Guess what? Isabel Kruger is not Gabriel Kruger's biological daughter. He adopted her. Her real name is Caitlin Connors. Isn't your name Connors too? What if...
How did she live? Because the last time we saw her, she stopped breathing, forcing us to leave her behind. Wait a minute, didn't Icarus say they were thinking of shooting Isabel Kruger?
Stop! Don't! Leave, Faith.
I'm gonna send a clear message to Kruger.
Then you'll have to shoot me too.
You be very, very careful with what you say next.
She's not Kruger's daughter. Her name's Caitlin Connors, and she's my sister. And I think you know.
All I know is that the air down here is already killing me. So you might as well get it over with.
Please, Rebecca! Noah's being held in a place called Kingdom. I have to go get him. Is there someplace you can take her topside in the meantime?
We've all had to make hard sacrifices in this struggle, Faith.
I'll give you what you want. You know what I mean.
You have till morning. Don't disappoint me.
Doesn't look like Isabel remembers Faith at all. Kruger must have done something to Catelyn, or said something to her, when they retrieved her. Really need to start running to save Noah and Caitlyn.
Plastic?
Rebecca is moving Isabel to a safe house above ground. Your sister really can't breathe down here. There's something messed up with her lungs. I'm going with them, but I'm not sure what Rebecca...
Icarus? Icarus, you there? Plastic. Guess I'm on my own.
Going through Kingdom, Faith finds an old recording between Caitlyn and Kruger. Prison cells could this be?
Faith Connors, I'll be damned.
I've seen you before.
My name is Aline Mera. I was lead scientist on Reflection. But I started asking too many questions, and when you stole the blueprint, Kruger made me a scapegoat.
I don't get it. Reflection is just a new way to connect to the grid. Why is it so damn important to
Because
everyone?
once you've been injected, the conglomerate won't just track everything you do. They'll influence your emotions as well. Everything every thought as we know it. Kruger spent almost 2 decades on this. Ever since you acquired your mother's neural interface algorithms. Babe, you have to get me out of here. There's an emergency release over there.
Wait, what was that about my mother?
Erica? Oh, we were colleagues long ago. It was her research that made Reflection possible. Why are you here?
I'm looking for a runner. His name is Noah.
Yeah, they took him about an hour ago. To interrogation, I think. Look, me and some others have a breakout plan in the works. Will you please help us?
Of course. The emergency release, right? Wait.
That should keep Kasek distracted enough for us to find Noah.
Answer me! I understand your frustration. I really do. Faith does that to people. That's why I love her.
Where is the blueprint?
Well, you can go screw yourself.
He's not responding to the stimuli.
Yes, on a base level, he is aware that the emotions are false. If he had been a regular employee...
Then he is of no further use to us. Activate the termination protocol. We're scuttling the facility. Do it!
Come on. I'll get you out of here. No. Don't do this. I'm here. I came for you.
Well, now that he's gone.
Faith. He's dead. Kruger did this. And he'll be able to do it to anyone injected with reflection, including me, unless he stopped. We're leaving for the Black November base. Come with us. Come on. Go. No, you come with.
I'll keep them busy.
Anyway.
We were moving your sister topside when all hell broke loose. I screwed up and Kruger's sec injected me with something and just let me go. Your new friend seems to think it's reflection.
Sounds like it. Come on.
It's not fully active yet. We're perfectly safe for now.
You. What the hell were you thinking, sending those goddamn beacons here? What's to stop Krugersek from raiding us?
I am telling you, the signal can't reach this deep.
Well, it certainly reached her sister as soon as we got topside. Krugersek were on us within minutes. And I lost good people.
You're not the only one.
You were never gonna give me those blueprints, were you? Well, I have other ways to hurt the families. Mark my words. Their lofty towers will not protect them.
Faith, until reflection is destroyed, we're prisoners here. I may have a way, but I need that blueprint.
Go to my friend Plastic. She has it and you'll be safe there. Icarus can show you the way. Use the tunnels.
What about you? We should get going. Come on, Doctor.
Doing okay?
Hey, kid, take it easy with that. Don't you recognize me?
Why? Please.
You'll be safe in here.
Faith? Hey, come on. I'll take you out of here.
That was a ton, but let me break it down. Rebecca is forced to leave her people behind, and realizing that we are never going to hand the blueprint over, she plans to do something to make the families pay. The families are families that control major companies. For example, Kruger's family controls all of the security in Glass. This can't go on any longer. Kruger needs to go down for everything he has done. But how? He has the entire city under his control and no one is powerful enough to really take him on. Actually, Dugan could maybe do something, since we still need to hand over the blueprint.
You should finish what you started. Then I can have your legs broken, if you want.
There's nothing to finish! Noah is dead! My mom worked on Reflection, and now my sister works for Kruger. I'm the odd one out.
And the employees are embracing Reflection as if it were a long-lost friend. A new world is coming, Faith. There will be no room in it for me, or you. Unless, of course, we stop it.
We can't stop Reflection!
On the contrary, I heard we can.
Oh?
I had a little chat with your friend Plastic, fascinating girl. She told me we need Kruger's own grid print to proceed.
Yeah, there's no way to get it.
Not even for a top runner. I happen to know that Kruger maintains a private apartment in the View, where you can access the entire Kruger family network.
Break into Kruger's private apartment? There's no way I'd get past security.
I'm sad to see I was wrong about you. You can see yourself out.
Wait, what? That's it?
What else is there?
I once knew a young woman who would defy anyone and anything, even me, in order to do what she felt was right. But you're clearly not her. You're broken. Take the drawing and go. And don't show your sulking face here again.
Since when do you care for what's right?
When it coincides with my interests, why are you still here?
Because you're wrong. I'm not broken.
Prove it.
I will.
Place the shotgun, and I'll copy the grid print to it.
Shotgun in place. Connecting.
We got it. Now get out of there. Wherever I turn, there you are. I should have recognized you from the first time we met.
The big man.
You and your sister are quite alike.
She doesn't know who I am anymore. You brainwashed her.
I raised her to the best of my ability, provided her with an excellent education, and taught her how to lead. It's what any father would do for his daughter.
Except she's not your daughter, Kruger. Wasn't it enough to have our parents killed? You had to take Cat too like some damn trophy.
I saved her life. You left her to die, remember that?
What?
As for your parents, they were unfortunate casualties. Those were chaotic days.
I was there. My mom defied you, and you killed her.
Your mother was a brilliant scientist who refused to change with the times. It is fortunate that she is survived by some of her research, yes.
Research you're using to enslave everyone.
You understand little and know nothing, Faith. There are things here at stake far greater than your self-centered, myopic view of the world.
Holy.
This is your doing. The only language you and your kind speaks is destruction. Stay where you are.
Oh, it hurts.
I'm sorry. In a few rare cases, the gestation process can be a bit uncomfortable.
It's like the inside of my spine is itching.
An itch doesn't hurt.
Gonna help induce comparative pain.
No.
I have the grid print.
Give it to me.
Faith, we need to merge Kruger's grid print with an nanite shutdown protocol before the shard collapses.
Why does it matter if the shard collapses?
Because Faith has to go up there and insert the virus.
Oh.
Hey, how you holding up?
It burns.
False statement. No combustion detected.
Seriously?
Whoa. The grid print really gives us access everywhere. What do you want? Known Amistad operatives, Kruger Def exotic weapons, Project Ares.
Reflection first. Focus.
Kuma.
It shouldn't be long. We'll contact you when the virus is ready. Faith, it'll be soon.
Rebecca was not lying about having a way to hurt the families. Really made it more difficult for us to get into the Shard, the tallest building in the city. Before we head to the Shard, we need to actually be able to head there. We hack into terminals in quick succession to hack into the trains.
Tensile property testing initiated.
Don't encourage him.
I was sleeping.
Whatever keeps him busy.
Is it ready?
Of course it is. Didn't we say so?
There's a console in the main control chamber in the Shard. Upload the virus there. It'll permanently corrupt the carrier signal and cause the reflection nanites to go inert.
You just need to get to the top. The rest will take care of itself. More or less.
Simple, right?
Right.
It'll be the greatest run ever.
If I live. Well, there's no time like the present. Any last advice?
Don't die.
What she said.
This is our one chance to nip reflection in the bud. So, go on, girl. Save us all.
Only one thing left to do. Time to end this once and for all.
Almost 500,000 employees.
Yup, that's who was. Oh?
As I suspected. What do you hope to accomplish here?
I'm giving people the right to decide things for themselves.
Oh, Faith, hasn't it ever occurred to you that people might want reflection?
They just want a pretty lie you're giving them, not the ugly truth.
Oh, yes, the truth is always ugly, isn't it? As you should know. It's your mother's work that you intend to wreck, after all.
She never wanted this. You perverted everything she ever stood for.
What do you know of her reasons? You were a child. You're still a child. Wantingly destroying everything around you. I promised your sister that I would capture you alive. Submit and you won't be harmed.
Never.
Now that they're gone.
Damn runt. I should have had you killed with your leech parents.
You've lost Kruger. Your control ends here.
Reflection is not about control. It's about survival.
For you and the other families, maybe. It's time you all withered and died.
By destroying Reflection, you're dooming your dear sister as well.
I'm setting her free.
Hardly. Isabel has a chronic lung condition. With Reflection, we've managed to keep it at bay. Destroy it.
You're lying.
Am I? Am I lying? You almost managed to kill her once. Why not just go finish the job?
Back!
Everyone around you dies, Faith. Did it ever occur to you that maybe you're the one to blame?
But you literally just admitted to killing them.
I should have had you killed with your leech parents.
Okay then.
What the hell are you waiting for? Stop that thing and kill her!
Cat! Cat! Stop it! I hate you! Stop it, Cat! My name is Isabel! Your name is Caitlin Connors! You shattered Erica and I have no sister! You left me! Cat! He said you died in the riots. With Mom and Dad. I cried for months. And then I convinced myself that you never existed. It was the only way. He killed our parents! I saw it! And he's killed hundreds more for the sake of Reflection!
Isabel! Come! We're leaving!
You don't have to do what he says, Cat! You are your own person!
This has gone on long enough! Fire!
No, no, no! Don't understand. I have to.
And that's how it all went down. I wish I could say everything changed. That the employees rose up in disgust over reflection and overthrew the conglomerate. But there was no mass uprising. No riots on the streets. Krugersek remained in control. Life went on as before. Or almost. Because something had changed. We'd started something. Something we intend to finish.
Rebecca was right. They don't want to change things. I mean, why would the employees revolt? Compared to living in the Greylands, this place is a paradise. They have no reason to strive for better when they have so much to lose, but is endangering the lives of everyone and destroying everything that has been built so far. Convince people that the way things are going should end. IDK, but hopefully the sequel can answer these questions. And yeah, that is the end of the game. The main missions vary from quality, but whenever missions have you scaling up these giant man-made structures, especially the last level, the shard looking down at the city where you first started, sell the massive scale of these buildings and jumps you perform, because one wrong step and it's all over. Some of the other main missions are just glorified side missions that you can do in the open world at any time. You know what? I never really talked about the side content of this game. Let's dive into that.
So, what are you gonna do next?
I'm gonna run.
The open world has tons of side missions and other side content that unlock as the game progresses by completing the main story or unlocking new areas, with the biggest thing being the collectibles hidden around the map. Most of the collectibles in the game you just quickly collect and leave with some EXP. Some of them are audio recordings that talk about the lore of the world, which is pretty interesting. He's pulling his— Nothing that offensive, but the ones where you're forced into an animation to take a chip, kill the momentum of the game. Makes no sense when there is an infinitely more fun version, the grid leaks, where you just jump into them as you go around the world. Makes it worse when you're near maximum level and they only give a tiny amount of EXP. Might as well not exist at that point. Unless you really like seeing a number go up, these could honestly be removed from the game and nothing would really be lost. That's enough about the collectibles. Let's talk about the various platforming challenges. Dashes have you reach the goal as fast as possible and your time determines how many stars obtained at the end. Dashes can vary from length, with some taking less than 30 seconds to over a minute. Dashes are really fun because they really test your knowledge of the map and path making skills. For example, here is a run where I followed the red guide and I could only get 2 stars, but when I took another route, even with a big mistake, I easily earned 3 stars. The time gap was massive between the 2 routes. It really opens your eyes to all the paths the open world has and forces you to use them to earn 3 stars on the harder ones. This is the best side content other than the grid nodes. Grid nodes have you figuring out how you can possibly reach the terminal at the top. Grid nodes have multiple routes that allow you to progress up. Grid nodes, in my personal opinion, is the best side content in the game, especially since once completed you unlock fast travel at the surrounding safe house, which is absolutely a blessing, because I don't always want to run across the map to do a security hub. Security hubs are the worst content in the game simply because you are forced to fight a small group of enemies to destroy the antenna. When destroyed, you have to run to the nearest safe house or get out of the blue area and hide in a building. The main problem with security hubs, other than the fighting, is that escaping KSEC is not difficult at all. All you need to do is be out of the blue zone and hide in a building, and KSEC has absolutely no idea where you went. Even when they see you, they pose no danger to you at all, because they barely do any serious damage before you get away. It just doesn't challenge you to improve at all, and the only thing you get is the XP for completing these. Now on to the deliverers. They follow the same point A to point B gameplay with small differences between them. All the deliverers have you receiving a package from someone or a dead drop. Once you have the package, you need to deliver it to a person or dead drop before the time limit, or else you fail. Dead drop delivery and fragile delivery are very similar. The biggest change is that in fragile deliveries you can damage the package. If you take damage and eventually destroy the package, that leaves us with covered deliveries, where the biggest difference is that KSEC will be littered on the path, and every time you pass by them.
Avoid detection, please. We don't want KrugerSec to know.
You get interrupting.
Avoid detection, please. We don't want KrugerSec to know. Avoid detection, please. We don't want
With the same message, some of you might have seen the little eye icon on the top of the screen that tells you how alert KSEC is of your presence. Will they do anything? I don't know, they never stopped me. I just ran past them. During all of these deliveries they will have some small dialogue to build upon the lore of the world. One of these deliveries, a woman is helping out the outcast by sending a package with information on diseases to help with their research. Honestly, these are mainly worth it to hear more about the characters and the world. The deliveries are pretty fun, and I would recommend them, except for covered delivery. Now on to the last side content other than the side missions. Diversion opportunities have you go through multiple groups of KSEC guards, while other runners complete a job. Each group adds more time until all of KSEC is on you, or the timer runs out. I have found these to be a bit challenging, because you're constantly at the edge of the timer. Don't have much to say about the diversions, they're good. Now on to the last optional content the game provides, the side missions. Side missions start with you talking to someone to complete whatever task they assign. They usually have some dialogue that expands upon the world and characters, making you do some platforming challenge to complete them. The first side mission you're able to do is a dead drop delivery for Birdman, where he tells you that back in his days, they did it the old-fashioned way. All they needed was an address to find their way. Is there anything special about the dead drop?
No!
Once completed, it opens the next side mission with Birdman. 2 of his pigeons have gone missing, and he tells us that you can find them with their locator beacon that gets louder the closer you are. We find what remains of Irato shot down by KSEC. We take the messenger capsule for Birdman and head to the next beacon. We find the remains of Thalia, but no message capsule to be seen. Getting closer to the beacon, we see signs that a runner was here. Following the beacon further, we realize that the runner who previously found it moved the beacon to a location only runners would be able to reach, to make sure KSEC wouldn't get it. Nomad tells us about a new drone KrugerSec is making, and the person who was supposed to send us the documents bailed out. Nomad wants us to break into his apartment to retrieve the documents. Makes you wonder how many employees hate their jobs, but just do nothing in fear of what KSEC will do to them.
I told him the deal was off. You're forcing me to call for backup.
Time to bounce. His backup was only 3 guys. Hard to find good men these days. Handing Nomad the documents, he finds that they are making a new drone in the labs. He locates the lab and sends us to retrieve a chip from a drone. At a drone, Faith reads a note that says the chip has been moved a couple floors up. As we try to extract the chip from the drone, its safety protocol kicks in, forcing us to chase it through the city. Finally catching up to the drone, we grab onto it and it starts going all over the place. Once it runs out of power, we collect the chip. All of these missions have you helping Plastic expand her meta-grid access. You help her by collecting encrypted leaks. Once you collect one of them, a timer starts. Fail to collect all of them in time, you lose. This type of mission could have become a new mission type with how short they all are. This would help the variety of the side content, because most of them are just different variations of dashes. I really liked that it lets you plan out how you want to approach the mission, because you have unlimited time until you collect one leak. Now on to the most disappointing side mission. Plastic asked us to rescue a runner that was helping her expand her meta-grid access. Arriving at the location, Plastic presents us with two choices to deal with the KSEC guards. Fight them all, or interact with a terminal to send them away. Once they are gone, you head up to the runner and tell them the coast is clear. Talking to Rebecca, she says she has a job to place a data tap on top of a construction zone. Going up the construction zone, Rebecca talks about the information extracted from Isabel Kruger and the ideology Black November is under.
According to Isabel, the families only want the best for us all, and that is to be achieved through personal achievement. Isabel really believes in the upward mobility of the employees. I tried to make her understand that it's all a mirage meticulously designed to keep the low caste in place and the mid-caste complacent. But she refused to accept even the notion that the conglomerate might be tricking the employees. What Isabel Kruger doesn't understand is that the very same ideal of personal achievement discourages it, as one man's gain is by necessity another man's loss. With our society already rigidly stratified, the same people will always gain, and the same people will always lose. Black November intends to create a society where everyone contributes equally, which is matched by everyone being equally valued. The families claim we're trying to rebuild Omnistat, but that's just not true. The only way to create a sustainable society is to accept that the individual must always be less than the collective, not more as it is here, for some. There will be those unable to accept these basic truths. Invariably, they are the same people who profit the most from the current system. If necessary, they must be destroyed. What the families never tell anyone is that their way is utterly unsustainable. There just isn't enough energy or resources left for us to go on. The endless consumption we've grown accustomed to. Ultimately, it's all about the survival of our species. We must change, or perish.
Surprised that this mission isn't mandatory, because other than hating the families, it's cool finding out what they would do if they had control over the city and their problems with the current system. Placing the tap on top, we leave before a ton of Kruger guards show up. Meeting up with Beatrix, a longtime friend of Faith. She wants Faith to plant bugs everywhere her husband frequents, to gather evidence that her husband is cheating on her, and she can divorce him. Planting the last bug, we escape before Kruger Sec captures us. That was the last side mission with all of them explained. What do I think about them? It's a mixed bag. Let me explain. Half of the side missions shouldn't even exist. All of Plastic's grid missions should just be their own thing in the world, because they would help a ton on the variety of the side content. Messenger Girl and Caught in the Web can just be deleted, and it would improve the overall quality of the mission. The only side missions you should do are Break and Entry, Drone Works, Plastic Grid missions, and Top of the World. They have the best optional gamma play you can enjoy, because the content is all tailor-made for the mission. Droneworks has you break into a building with a full in-game cutscene. Like this could be a part of the main story. I mean, if you told me it was a part of the main story, I would believe you with how well done it is. Other than those ones, I really don't care about the rest of the side missions. And yeah, that is everything, since I can't talk about the online features, since they were shut down. Only one thing left to do, and that's look back at the game. And yeah, that is the end of the video. The rest of this video will be talking about the channel for any new viewers. In the description there will be links if you want to learn more about the lore of the game. Most of the footage from the video was taken from my blind playthrough of the game. I will leave the playlist in the description as well as a highlight video of me playing Mirror's Edge if you guys want to see that. I daily upload at 1 PM every day and they will generally be my raw footage of games. This is the first time I have made a video like this, so it's probably not the best. I don't expect this video to do that well, but if I get 1000 subscribers and 500 likes on this video, I will make another scripted video on one of the games on screen. Whatever the top comment is, as long as it has one of the games mentioned somewhere in the comment. When the goal is reached, that will be the next game I work on. Every 50 videos is an edited video of whatever game that has my interest at the time. These videos are usually edited highlight videos. They highlight my playthrough of games, condensing them into usually below 50-minute videos. Want my high quality videos? You can go to my playlist Best of Guile King 7 or anything else that catches your interest. The next edited videos I will be working on will be about my Elden Ring journey. The series is a highlight of 20 videos of the playthrough condensed into a 50 minutes video with some funny edits. Oh yeah, I never did answer what I thought about the game.